Now let's meet the 1983 American League All-Star. From the Baltimore Orioles, shortstop Cal Ripken Jr. Pitcher Tippy Martinez. And first baseman Eddie Murray. Representing the Boston Red Sox, selected for his 18th and final All-Star game, Carl Yastrzemski. Pitcher Bob Stanley. From the California Angels, catcher Bob Boone. And third baseman Doug DeCense. Representing the Chicago White Sox, from the Cleveland Indians, pitcher Rick Sutcliffe. Representing the Detroit Tigers, second baseman Lou Whitaker. Catcher Lance Parrish. And pitcher Aurelio Lopez. From the Kansas City Royals, outfielder Willie Wilson. And pitcher Dan Quisenberry. Representing the Milwaukee Brewers, first baseman Cecil Cooper. And outfielder Ben Oglivie. From the Minnesota Twins, outfielder Gary Ward. Representing the Oakland A's, outfielder Ricky Henderson. From the Seattle Mariners, pitcher Matt Young. And from the Texas Rangers, pitcher Rick Honeycutt. Coaches. From the Baltimore Orioles, Joe Altobelli. And representing the Minnesota Twins, Billy Gardner. And the rest of the American League staff. From the Chicago White Sox, Glenn Rosenbaum. Representing the Milwaukee Brewers, Pat Dobson. And in the American League bullpen, also from the Milwaukee Brewers, Larry Haney. And the American League trainers, Herm Schneider of the Chicago White Sox. Freddie Federico from the Milwaukee Brewers. Once again, we'll introduce both the 1933 and the 1983 starters for the American League. In 1933, the American League's first baseman was Lou Gehrig from the New York Yankees. Tonight, playing first base and leading off from the California Angels, Rod Carew. In 1933, the Washington Senators playing manager Joe Cronin was the shortstop. Tonight, batting second and playing shortstop, representing the Milwaukee Brewers, Robin Young. In 1933, Al Simmons of the Chicago White Sox was the center fielder. Tonight, hitting in the third position and playing center field from the California Angels, Fred Lynn. In 1933, Ben Chapman of the New York Yankees started in left field. Tonight, representing the Boston Red Sox, playing left field and batting fourth, Jim Rice. In 1933, Jimmy Dykes from the Chicago White Sox was the American League's starting third baseman. Tonight, starting at third base from the Kansas City Royals, George Brett batting fifth. In 1933, Rick Farrell of the Boston Red Sox was the American League catcher. Tonight, from the Milwaukee Brewers, catching and batting sixth, Ted Simmons. In 1933, the American League's right fielder was the great Yankee, Babe Ruth. Tonight, starting in right field and batting seventh, also from the New York Yankees, Dave Winfield. In 1933, the Detroit Tigers' Charlie Gehringer was the American League's second baseman. Tonight, playing second base and batting eighth, representing the Cleveland Indians, Manny Trio. In 1933, the American League's starting pitcher was Lefty Gomez of the New York Yankees. Tonight, that honor goes to the Toronto Blue Jays, Dave Steve, warming up in the bullpen. In 1933, the American League manager was Connie Mack. And now, the 1983 American League All-Star Team's manager from the defending American League champion Milwaukee Brewers, Harvey Key. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is our privilege to introduce to you the honorary captains for this 50th anniversary Major League All-Star Game. Representing the National League, a man who played 19 years right here in Chicago, who hit 512 home runs, and who became known simply as Mr. Cub, number 14, Ernie Banks.
The great Ernie Banks, twice MVP, 11 years an All-Star, a member of the Hall of Fame. Mr. Cub, no longer associated with the Chicago organization. He'd look at a night like tonight and say it's a great day to play too. And the chant wells up, Ernie, Ernie, and he gets a salute, not from the South Side, but from all of Chicago and all of baseball. 52-year-old Ernie Banks. And in a moment, the honorary captain for the American League.
The American League's honorary captain was a Hall of Fame shortstop, the manager of both the Washington Senators and Boston Red Sox, a former American League president, and is currently chairman of the board of the American League, Mr. Joe Cronin.
76 36-year-old Joe Cronin. You talk about a man who can do it all. A shortstop in 1933, a member of the Hall of Fame, a manager of the Washington Redskins, the Washington Senators, the Boston Red Sox, president of the American League, chairman of the board. He has touched all the bases. Joe Cronin.